Well, what's happened is that I polished the new slide. This is a refurbished flat blank. Looks brand new. And mouthpiece with Mother's Meg aluminum polish. And now I'm ready to put the harp back together again, but first I'm just going to do some very simple cleaning of the reed plate with what's called a sunshine cloth. A lot of people wouldn't want to do this because there is potential if you hit a brush saber to cause a little problem. But if you're careful, you can get in here and do a little cleanup. So and this, I'm just trying to get rid of a little bit of the spotting and get this reed plate back to a condition that's closer to brand new, which it's doing. I can see when it was made. Very clear by the workman. You just don't want to hit the reeds. You don't want to hit the brush sabers. So you can see it looks quite nice. Okay, and we're ready to start thinking about putting this whole thing all together again. And we have this. And we have that, like this. And this one goes like that. Take a little peek here and make sure everything's okay. All right. What I'm going to start by doing is there's these teeny little screws here and here. Let's put this one in here. Light, magnifying glass so I can make sure this is going further together. Just very gentle with the starting of the screws so that we don't engage anything. There's this one. Alright. See, I go backwards on the screws and then I come in. Now these are kind of nice because these little screws here do give you 100% alignment due to the way that they're cut. And I think that's always a good idea to put those in. Okay. Those are the threads, so we want to go like here. And I typically go ahead and just put all these into position before I tighten them up. Not that there's a absolute reason for doing it that way. It probably isn't. All right. Now I'll go backwards until I hear click. I'll bring it in. Backwards until I hear click. Now I did the two ends because now the whole harmonica is lifted up a little bit, so the reed plates and the brush savers won't touch the wood at all. I bring them in very gently here. They're not even really tight. So I go backwards till I hear click. And bring it in. Again, backwards. You see I'm guiding the screwdriver with my fingertip there. And I come into here. Okay, and now it's time just for a quick visual inspection to make sure that all the alignment is correct on the unit. And then I can come here and start to do final tight down. But you don't have to make these real tight. They just need to be holding. Understand you're going into, in this case, German silver, which isn't real silver, by the way. It's a mix of metals. But it's a very good mix of metals. And then I usually come back and just make sure I got them all, because you can forget one. It can happen. Okay, and now it's time to seat the spring. Seat that slide spring. And the way this is done, you should put this into position. And don't forget that the slide, the longer side always goes outside. You just kind of drop it into this hole. You press down like this. Hold it in place with your finger. I'll have to catch this on the other side here. And that makes the curly Q part of the slide seat properly. Make sure the slide articulates. That up. We're looking pretty good. At this point in time, I prefer to put the covers on now so that I have something to grab onto while I'm working with the mouthpiece. And of course, one of the most common errors that's made by a lot of workmen all the time is that they'll put the bottom one on the top. You want to make sure that with the numbers it goes on the top part, and this goes on the bottom part. You hold the thing together like a sandwich, line up the holes, and we'll grab our little screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. I'm going to stop the video and restart it.